Are you someone who has gone through a shift? Perhaps this is a physical move like I have recently, or perhaps this is a step towards a goal or a vision that you have. If you are, an equally important part of sustainable change alongside taking those actions is taking the time to root into that newness, that move, or that shift. And this grounding guided meditation is an invitation to do just that wherever you are on your own personal growth journey, or in your leadership development, or just in life in general. So I invite you to stay with me for this meditation. We're going to begin with 3 deep breaths, inhaling if possible through the nose, and then exhaling deeply through the mouth. And this helps bring us into this space together. So following me, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhaling all the tension that you might be carrying in your body. Inhale. And exhale. I invite you to continue breathing at a pace that is gentle and natural to you. Notice the feeling of the air flowing through your body, in through your nostrils and down into your lungs, and then back up and out through your mouth. Notice how when you breathe, the temperature of the air changes from cool on the inhale to warm on the exhale. Notice that as you breathe, you can start to breathe deeper. Maybe at first you breathed into the top of your chest. When we're focused, when our attention is drawn outward, our breath is often more shallow and it stops in our chest. But as we bring awareness to the breath in this moment, we start to breathe more deeply into our lower chest and eventually into our belly. I invite you to give yourself permission to loosen. And as you do, notice how there is more ease in the inhale. And as there is more ease, there's also greater depth and expansion in our belly. Continue to stay with your breath. And as you do, bring your awareness 1 degree lower into your body. For some of you, this may be your hips. For others, this is your tailbone. Just notice what shifts as you allow yourself to breathe into this new depth. What tension can begin to loosen? What tightness is slowly allowed to release as you breathe into this new depth? When we take the time to reconnect with a slower pace of our breath, we are also showing our body that it is safe to slow down, that it is safe to come into this present moment that you and I are sharing together. It is safe to be here, even as the world around us continues to turn, even as our responsibilities or to-do lists or goals still exist. We can hold both these aspirations and actions and this space for rest and connection. And it is in fact learning to hold both the doing and the being together that we can find balance. Just as our inhale always has to be balanced with our exhale, so too does our action need to be balanced with rest. If you haven't already, I invite you to lower or close your eyes. And if you are comfortable, join me in a gentle visualization to help center and ground our energy in this new pace of life that we're experiencing. So when you're comfortable, lower or close your eyes. In your mind's eye, allow your breath to carry with it a flowing energy. As you breathe in, this energy comes into your body and settles into a deeper place. And as you breathe out, this energy carries out from your body a sense of urgency or stagnancy or even fear. With every exhale that removes this denser energy, and every inhale that brings in this nourishing energy, you notice the tension in your shoulders or your hips or elsewhere in your body. You notice the tension begins to ease. And with every breath that nourishing energy begins to settle in to a deeper place in your body. With your eyes still closed, imagine roots beginning to spread from where your body connects to the floor or surface you are resting on. These roots begin to grow into the floor, into the surface, and eventually into the soil beneath. With every breath you take, these roots grow more deeply into the earth. And as they grow, as they deepen, as they begin to move through the rich soil, this energy you're breathing in begins to settle more deeply into your body. It is true. You are in a new space, a new energy, even a new place. And this newness, this expansion that you're inviting in, is allowing your roots to grow more deeply, to anchor more firmly into the earth. And as you begin to root into the earth and into her richness, you are safe to grow. Like a plant that has been moved to a new pot. The change can come as a shock, but it is through this change that the next stage is possible. And you are safe to grow into this next stage. I invite you now to continue breathing and continue visualizing the growth of these roots into the soil. You may also notice growth already emerging in your energy, in your actions. I invite you, as you do this visualization, to celebrate that growth in whatever way feels authentic and aligned to you. Still breathing deeply and naturally, I invite you to bring your awareness now back to your physical body. Perhaps you wish to wiggle your fingers or your toes. You might want to move your wrists or ankles, or even roll your shoulders. We released a lot of tension here together, and finding movement to help release more of that tension is always welcome. When you are ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me for this meditation today. Feel free to come back to this meditation anytime you have experienced significant change or transformation, or you've taken a big step on your own journey. My name is Danielle, and with Vibrant Systems, I offer people a pathway into gentler change, gentler growth. And that is how we step into our potential and our vision and our capacity for connection and expansion. If you would like to join me for more meditations or even other personal growth and development content, I would love if you liked and subscribed, and feel free to leave a comment letting other people know how this meditation helped you. Thank you for joining me today. Let's make your story a vibrant one.